roll, Chicago. Rock and roll, Chicago, my hometown. Well, I was born in the city, gonna rock your city, Chicago. Chicago rock and rollers are the best around.
Hey, this is Paul Martin
And Ray the Roadie.
for the Rock and Roll Chicago podcast. How you doing today, Ray?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Paul?
Good. Stayed virus free?
Virus free. You got it, man.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
You too?
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you're washing your hands and keeping your distance.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But you need to shower. Not showering is not a way to keep people away from you.
Really?
Yeah, you really need to take a shower. I mean, we are miles apart, and I can smell you here.
Well, I've been showered at least once a week.
Well, a little bit more than that. A little bit more than that.
Right.
There's ways to social distance, and there's ways not to social distance.
I see.
So what do you got going for us this week?
This week we're taking a little turn, and we're going to take a country turn.
Yeehaw!
Not like a different country, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, kind of thing. And we get the band Smokin Gunz we're talking to this week.
The Smokin Gunz, bunch of great guys.
Yes, they are. We talked with Artie Speck and Jim Benke and Robert Brose. And David Nicola wasn't able to join us, but he was there in spirit, I'm sure. And they're a great country band. As a matter of fact, they played my party, my 60th birthday party. I had them play my party. One of the bands that played my party.
I know. I was at that party.
It was a lot of fun. They were the only country band to play though, because I'm I'm a rock and roll guy. Thus the name Rock and Roll Chicago. But
that's right.
But I do like country music, and they do it quite well, I must say.
Yes, they do. I've seen them a number of times. They're really good and a lot of fun.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Let's get to it, and we have some fun interviewing them via Zoom, and let's get to it and see what they have to say.
Let's get to that beautiful place in the country.
Today we're speaking with Smokin Gunz. We've got Artie Speck, Jim Benke, and Robert Brose. How you guys doing today?
We are good. Doing well, Paul.
Good to see you guys.
Top of the afternoon to you.
Yeah, it has been a long time.
Yeah, it has been quite some time.
I didn't even know we were still a band, actually.
We had masks on in our picture yesterday.
I saw that. I saw your picture with you at the Blue Chip with your mask on.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So how you guys surviving this COVID-19 thing?
Same as every day.
I don't know.
I mean, it's obviously a bit of a Groundhog Day situation, but just trying to survive like everybody else. It's been tough. Obviously, not playing music and together and hanging out socially and doing that, but we're getting by like everyone else. We're just doing our thing and getting by.
Robert, are you still giving drum lessons?
I am. I'm doing drums and piano online.
Virtually?
Yep. So I've got. I don't have my full slate of students that I normally would, but I've got a handful of them, so it's better than nothing.
So tell us. Let's start out in the early days and tell us how the band got started. Artie, you want to take that one?
Yeah, I started a band in 1997 with it was a 5-piece band in 1997 with a girl keyboard player, and then it just evolved.
And then he left her, and she moved.
No, she was the girlfriend of the singer.
Wait, she left because she wouldn't appease to his contract that he made her sign.
Oh, she signed a contract, all right.
I bet she did.
Yeah, so we just started playing shows. This is the first time I've gone more than 2 weeks without playing a show since 1997.
Wow.
It is ridiculous. And then these guys all joined like 2004, 2005, 2006. Jim was first in 2004. And then David was in 2005, who couldn't be with us today, and Robert in 2006.
You made that sound like David died.
No, David didn't die.
Who can't be with
Record.
Not that we're aware of anyway, right?
No, he responded.
He just smells funny.
And
It's his fault for not being here. He can't defend himself.
right, he
right.
missed out.
Yep.
And then we just been doing this pretty much 100 times a year, shows 100 times a year. We ain't going to get that this year.
So was the band called Smokin Gunz back in 97 or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much. The first name was, we were like a band called Midnight Rider at one point in the very beginning when my brother-in-law, see, my nephew Andy, I don't know if you know Andy, he used to play in a bunch of bands. Him and I started the band, and then he quit and moved to Nashville because he was going to be a big star. And then my brother-in-law, who wasn't my brother-in-law at the point, joined the band. And we kind of changed the band name for a little while, but went back to Smokin Gunz when Duncan moved away. And Andy came back to the band before I hired Jim. The early days are a blur at this point. I wanted to keep a record like the whole time because I think it would have been cool to have like a whole history written down of the things you see in the bar and relationships and all that type of stuff. But I'm getting old now, so now I'm lucky to know how long I should cook my tater tots in the air fryer. The problem.
It's good to know if you're wearing underwear or not. Right? You're trying to remember that.
Oh, I haven't done that in like 2 months.
That comes back to the thing of not wearing pants right now. So please don't have that again.
But I remember Robert's first gig with us. We played open for Chris Cagle at Last Lap. And there's an infamous picture of him standing next to Chris Cagle's tour bus.
Yeah. He's short little fat guy.
He's a short, chubby guy.
The bus that made me look fat. It wasn't me. It was Chris Cagle's bus.
And I remember after we were done playing, we were standing by the front door, and I was talking smack to everybody that came up to us. And he's like, "How do you get away with that?"
There's something I could add to that story, but we're going to keep this clean. But I was standing next to Artie, and we're just hanging out listening to Chris Cagle, and I could not believe the things he was saying and getting away. And to this day, I can't believe the things he gets away with saying.
To girls, they just like laugh, and they're like, "Oh,
oh man,
it's the joy of being a musician."
I guess, yeah.
It still works today too.
Yeah, sadly it does. I've seen it every weekend for the past 15
and usually every Monday and Wednesday too. Doesn't even matter if it's a show anymore.
No, I know what Artie's saying about not playing. I mean, even before joining Smokin Gunz, I've been fortunate enough to be doing music my whole life, and I can't. Since I started playing professionally, I can't ever remember not playing for what was our last show, March 14th.
March 14th. I drank a shot of hot sauce.
That's yeah. And I've never once without a show. Just like, what do I do? It's so bizarre. So bizarre.
Actually, to be honest, guys, I blame the pandemic on us because we have never recorded a song ever. And the week before the pandemic, we go record an original song, and then we can never play again. I mean, coincidence? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Fate says you will never play this song live.
We should have never done that. We would be at some dive bar tonight, I think.
Well, what's the name of the song that you were doing?
I'll pray for you.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Jim, please do. But what was the name of the song?
I'll pray for you.
And it's still not done,
Right?
which it could be done, but
So now, who wrote that?
I did.
And Jim, you've written some other stuff too, haven't you?
Yeah, I wrote all the stuff that we play live, and that I'm blessed enough to play with a bunch of guys that don't mind listening to stuff I write, and they play it, and they're extremely good at what they do. I'm really lucky for that. So.
Now, what were you doing before Smokin Gunz?
I was in a hard rock called Fugitive, long hair, the Paul Martin kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, we did what we did. I took a liking to country music a lot. Actually came and seen Smokin Gunz with Andy and with Jim Crow and Brent Dunbar and Artie. And I seen them at a bar in Sycamore called Skis. That's the first time I ever seen them. And I ended up giving my country CD to of my stuff. I think I give it, Artie, did I give it to Brent?
Yeah, you might have. You didn't give it to me.
So I gave it to Brent, and I got Artie's number, and I must have called him, I don't know, let's say 100.
Here we go with this story again.
Let's say 100 times, try to get in the and he never answered the phone, never answered the phone. I mean, never. I don't mean like one time. I mean, never.
Let's keep in mind, this is the time when you only had like 100 minutes on your phone, okay?
And restaurant in Elgin, dinner, and someone comes off another bass player in another band. He says, "Hey, Artie Specht is looking for you from Smokin Gunz." I said, "The hell he is! I've called him 100 times." And that's how I got in the band.
If MySpace didn't change, there was a video on there, which I can't find anywhere. I may have it on an old hard drive, of Jim's first gig with the band. It was at Middle Branch Saloon in Kenosha. And he's got work boots on and a belt buckle. And then Josh, his son, was like, "No, Dad."
He made fun of me forever.
And then he dressed him.
Yep. Went to Target.
Went to Buckle is where he went.
Yeah, that's true. That's a true story.
So Robert, I know you like you said you teach, but I know you come from Cleveland. You're a Browns fan. I'm sorry to hear that.
Amen.
Yeah.
But now, how long have you been in Chicago?
I moved up here from Nashville in 1997.
I see.
So I had spent 5 years living down in Nashville, and then moved up here. Yeah. So, and at that time I was still working in Nashville, so I'd fly back and forth, and until I kind of got myself established here in Chicago. And then once that happened, I've just been working up here ever since. So
I called him a bunch of times too, just so you know. And he never answered.
That is true. I think we talked once though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're right.
But yeah, at that time I was doing a different project. It was like an original power pop band called the Jujubes, and so I was involved with that. And then I forget where I saw an ad, country drummer answered that, auditioned, and the guys were like, "Hey, if you want the job, it's yours." And like Artie said, been with them ever since. So 2006 sounds about right. So
is country drumming any different than rock and roll drumming?
Nowadays the line is more blurred. There are a lot of country songs that if you took the pedal steel out and just recorded it with a 3-piece band, it'd be a rock and roll song.
Now all the gun stuff sounds like Doobie Brothers stuff, though. That's the
We need more hand claps in our songs, though.
I can do that. I can trigger those. That's not a problem. But
black water. Black water, bone rolling.
The good thing about playing in Smokin Gunz, that's a lot of fun drum wise, is that we're just a 3-piece band. So there's a lot of space to fill because most country songs you've got your acoustic guitar, your keyboards, fiddle, maybe pedal steel. There's a lot more instrumentation going on. But just being a 3-piece frees us up, to kind of play a little bit more than normally you would if you were playing it with a full band. So that's fun, from a musical standpoint.
So tell us about David. David, who's not here, and where did David come from?
David answered my ad on, I think it was ChicagoMusicians.com back before like Craigslist. I'm pretty sure it was like Chicago Musicians. It was classified ad for musicians.
He had an ad on Craigslist for chance encounters.
You can't get those anymore. They took all that good stuff out of there. David called me. My number was in there, and he said, "I want to join your band."
So you were looking for a guitarist, right?
Yeah, because Brent, the guy that was playing guitar, was moving to Texas because he got married and his wife works for Starbucks doing software for their systems.
She runs the
drive-through. She makes the Mocha Loca Choca things. So he answered the ad, said, "I want to join the band." So I'm like, all right, and he had a thick accent. He was probably, I'm not sure when David came, but the U.S., but this was 2005. And I was thinking, all right, here, I sent him the song list. And Andy, my nephew, we had a 3-piece band we did for a little while called Raggedy Band and Andy. We would play in the Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurants when there was one at Downers Grove and Des Plaines and Algonquin, I think. So David calls back after 2 weeks. He's like, "I learned the songs." And I was like, it's been like 2 weeks. There's no way. I know the songs. So I'm like, well, I'm playing in a 3-piece band at Cheeseburger in Paradise. Come jam with us. We'll pay you the tip money, because there was always tip money. It was a 3-piece band. So he comes out and plays, and he knew all the songs. And I was like, you're hired.
Hey, can we push pause now? Because now 15 years later, we ask him to learn a song.
Edit.
I'll leave that in there.
So 2 weeks, he can learn 40 songs. 4 months, he can't learn one song.
Well, that's because there was, what do you call it? He had inspiration. No, not inspiration, but he needed a gig.
Yeah.
Inspired.
Yeah, had the motivation.
Yeah, that's it.
So now David is from Croatia, right?
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic, I'm saying. Yeah. But he's a great guitar player. I mean, obviously, is country a big thing over there? I mean, when
he told me that when he joined the band, when I first talked to him, he said he used to play in a band in the Canary Islands where they played country music.
I see.
Because I guess he traveled a little bit while playing when he was younger.
I see.
And he was in the Canary Islands. They had a band and knew country songs and just kind of rolled with it. I don't know. I mean, I can't answer for him. I mean, if a rock band had contacted him and he learned those songs, he might be a rock player. It was more of a way to make some income, I would assume.
He's very, 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 very versatile. He can play a lot of stuff.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's a phenomenal guitarist. I know just from conversations we've had and music he's played in the past. I know he's heavily influenced by bluegrass. He's really into that as well.
David's father was a guitar builder, so
really?
David just grew up around guitars. I mean, David knows a lot about guitars.
He's a great player.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he played a couple times with JP and the Cats and a couple of different bands and just fit in. He's got a good ear, He got a great ear for it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, like Jim said, he's very versatile. He can play a lot of stuff, and he can play it all very well. It's not like he's compromised any one particular style or something like that. Yeah.
Sometimes without even, really, really knowing the song, getting together without playing. We have a big, sometimes thing, one of our sticks is just song in the middle to something else. If I hear it or if Artie hears it, and we'll just start playing something. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But David usually can pick up whatever it is and just wing it. Same with Robert. Robert can, wing it just with a different drum beat. And so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's, nice about playing with a band is that everyone is open to pretty much trying anything. Like, all right, we'll, set up your request. We might not know it, but we'll try it, and everyone is real open that way as far as, okay, we're taking a detour now, and no one has a problem with that. And
Robert doesn't like the detours because they take too long.
Well, that's true. Yeah. If you can get somewhere in, it takes you 2 miles to get there, or you can get there and take it takes you 10 miles to get there. Sometimes,
Yeah.
But,
Well, I've heard,
we always find a way to kind of make it work and get back to, where we were.
Right.
So
I've heard you guys take detours and do some rock and roll as well.
We have many times.
I know I was watching a live feed one day and I requested, I think it was Sweet Emotion. You guys played it.
One of my infamous live feeds from the top of the subwoofer.
That's right.
During that live feed, did Artie pose for the camera at all?
Oh, I do the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys said you have some original material?
Yes, we do.
Have you ever recorded it before, any of that, or is it out there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do Strong as I Am.
I'd save the world if I could, but I'm not Superman. I can only do my best to do my part. I'd give my all, everything that I can. This time I don't know where to start. Strong as I am, I can't mend your broken heart.
That's recorded like with me and other stuff before. I don't know if Artie, we have live versions of recorded stuff, but
I have a ton of unmixed live stuff that I've recorded on my computer, like through the mixer, like, individual tracks, like multi-tracked. But I don't have the equipment to mix it down because anything I have here sucks, like to where you can hear it good enough to make it, any of it could be used because it's like crystal clear, it's, the recording is, but it's a matter of mixing and mastering it to get it. I need somebody to do that for us.
I've probably got some recordings of you guys that I've recorded on a flash drive through the board at Blue Chip too.
Right.
Yeah, because I got at least 10 or 12 shows that I've multi-tracked that I just have stored on a hard drive that I mess around with here and there, but without the correct studio speakers and that type of stuff, you mix it and then you go put it in your car and you're like, oh my God, the guitar's super loud, but it didn't sound like that in the headphones or in the Bluetooth speaker that I was using to mix.
I have my General Music speakers right here. See those?
Oh, where'd you get those?
I don't know where I got them, but I acquired them somehow.
I have some.
probably bought them off the back of a truck.
Yeah,
I bought my dinner off the back of a truck yesterday.
You did.
I saw that.
They're actually pretty good. They're not bad at all. Everybody's saying they're bad. They weren't bad at all.
Now you got lucky.
You cook them. Well, I saw the whole thing that they're trying to sell with the T-bones and everything. I said, I just want those. I marinated them. And, we're changing the subject.
that's okay.
3 minutes on each side in the pan and then 9 minutes in the oven. They were medium rare. They were perfect.
Let's go.
So you said you were recording a song when this all started. You guys planning on coming out with a CD or something?
Well, my thought is, I think singles as we go because nobody buys CDs anymore. I guess you could sell them at your shows, but then again, you can also make downloadable cards you could sell at your shows, because by the time you get like a whole CD done and put all that money into it, I'd rather just release a song on Spotify and iTunes and all that type of stuff as you go along, because say if you went and recorded a song a month, that'd be, and you wanted 8 songs on a CD, it would take 8 months, but people could hear the songs that you're making as you go. And then I guess you could print them all into a CD when you're done, but why hold on to it? Unless you got the equipment at your house and we can all go to somebody and do it. You know, it's like if we get one finished, let's just put it out there immediately.
Right.
The cool thing about it is our original stuff people really like. I mean, we get a lot of requests for it at shows. We get, Bishop is a perfect example. We get people who sing the songs along with us, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and see, and a lot of like what we could put on a CD. There's probably 7 songs we could put on a CD immediately, but it's a time of getting together. Well, who knows what happens after this is all over? See, I work way too much, like during the week and stuff, and got kids and all that type of stuff, and there's just not enough hours in the day to spend all nights in studios. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, there's a day job, and then you get home from the day job and you got to go to your night job. And then it's like this hamster wheel, which now I'm on a different hamster wheel. Wake up around 2, get high and drink till 4 a.m., wake up at 2.
And then do his own live feed on Facebook.
That's right.
Yeah, those are always interesting.
And then everybody, no, we're Zooming tonight.
So Jim, Strong as I Am, what was the other one that you play at Blue Chip? I can't remember called the name of it.
We do Drive-In, we do Carry On, Drive-In and Carry On. Then the new one is I'll Pray For You. We once in a while throw in an old original of mine called Time Is On My Side. Phenomenal at learning stuff, you know, like that stuff.
I've got your CD around here somewhere. Your original.
Yeah. You use it as a coaster?
I do, but I seem to have misplaced it right now. I can't remember where exactly it's
the
at.
first one or the second one?
Yeah, which one you got?
Well, you gave me a cassette.
Go figure.
It was an 8-track, wasn't it?
No, it was a cassette. But
the same guy that took 6 days to get Zoom on his phone gave me a cassette. Doesn't surprise me.
Did the 8-track come with a matchbook?
It came with a 1974 Plymouth Satellite.
Now that you got Zoom working, you should work on Venmo.
I get that. I got PayPal, right?
You got PayPal?
I do.
Oh my God.
Can you send me that money you owe me?
No. I think at this point you owe me money.
I do.
So how many shows have you guys canceled so far?
I think it's around 9. Well, including this month, it might be up to 11.
Mm.
And then, like, I just got cancellation notice for the Park District next month. I haven't heard that Bartlett Fest is canceled yet, but Gilbert's Fest was canceled this month. The
Riverfest was canceled.
Riverfest was canceled.
Really? Jeez, I didn't know that.
We were supposed to play a Thirsty Thursday thing that they do in downtown Dundee. That was canceled this month. If we want any shows, we're going to have to try to get, once we can go outside, which hopefully is soon, hopefully people have some parties and want a band, you know, because there's still possibilities to play backyards and that type of stuff.
Well, but even the rest of this year, I think is pretty much kind of going to be a wash because even festivals, if they have a festival, they're going to limit the number of people, which means they're going to limit your pay, you know, and it's almost seems like this year is going to be a washout.
Well, that's my concern with the bars. The bars have been closed;
right.
They don't have any money to pay a band,
right?
And
Yeah.
And the restaurants too, and it's like, oh well, you can open at 50% capacity. They might as well stay closed because they can't survive on 50% capacity.
Right.
You know, I mean, I know one of the places I work, their rent is $10,000 a month. You know, and they've been closed since March 14th. March was their last show there. Come another 3 months, they're not going to be $50,000 in debt to the landlord. They're just going to close the doors.
No.
And bankrupt it, you know, bankrupt the LLC. It's going to happen all over the place because you imagine a restaurant, oh, we can only have 25% capacity right now. Then why not just keep doing curbside? Because now you got to pay more employees. You got to keep lights on. Because a lot of these places like P.F. Chang's, I go there a lot, and Cheesecake Factory. Now Cheesecake Factory, you don't go in, but P.F. Chang's, you still have to go in. There's no lights on or anything in there. There's people in the kitchen and there's somebody up in front. And nothing else going on. If that place opened with 25% capacity, they'd have to bring in more workers, still not making enough money to pay the rent. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. they've taken away everything fun in our lives. Well, this virus has. Just keep taking your vitamins. Vitamin C, vitamin D.
Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah, well, you get it all from Flintstones.
I take vitamin T. It's called tequila. Tequila.
Oh, I thought you said vitamin P.
I take vitamin JB, so not vitamin Jim Banky.
There you go. Thank you.
Like Artie was saying, the hard part's going to be, well, one, the bars and restaurant scene, that's going to be the last thing that's going to, get opened up, obviously, because of being indoors in the close proximity. So they're going to have to make sure everything's under the ideal conditions to even open in the first place. And then, like Artie said, once they do, how are you going to make it if you can only have, if you're a 200-seat venue and you can only have 75 people in there? It's going to be tough for a long time to come.
On a good note, though, my voice is nice and rested.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
So speaking of that, can't you go in the studio and do your vocal parts, or where were you recording at, first of all?
What's it called? LL something, right?
L&L.
Isn't it Larry Kriz?
Yeah, Larry Kriz, his studio in Elgin, L&L.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where we were. We recorded most of I'll Pray For You, and then we also got drum tracks for 2 more songs. What, I forget.
Driving.
Oh, yeah, Driving and Carry On. Yeah, so we've got the drum tracks for those 2, so, we can start whenever the time is right again.
Paul, you're going to love the song I'll Pray For You. It's way different than anything we've ever done before.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's rock. I mean, it's really, really rocking.
It sounds like it could be like a church hymn or something.
We're going Christian. That's what we're doing. We're going Christian.
Yeah, it's
where the money's at. It won't change my behavior, but it's where the money's at.
Yeah.
It's rock. You'll like it, man. It's got a cool drive to it.
All right.
That's cool.
It definitely rocks. It's more of again, like, you were talking earlier, Paul, about, the difference between rock drumming and country drumming. Well, this one is definitely, more of a rock song played by a country band, but it works really well. It's a great song. It really is.
So speaking of drumming, what kind of gear do you play through, Robert?
Yeah, I bought this starter kit at Target, and
you green.
Now my main kit is a Yamaha Recording Custom. It's, gosh, let me see. I bought that kit back in 93 or 4 when I was living down in Nashville. I've added to it over the years, so now I've got multiple kick. I could turn it into a monster metal kit if I wanted to, or I can turn it into a little bebop kit and play it as a 4-piece. So that's my main thing. All kinds of different cymbals. Way too many. That's probably healthy to have, but can't help myself. Then I've got a couple other kits, an old Ludwig kit, an old Gretsch kit, but my go-to is Recording Customs.
Are you sponsored by anybody?
No, I used to have an endorsement with a drumhead company, Aquarian, but I don't have that anymore, and so I'm not. No.
So Jim,
Thanks, Jim.
What kind of gear are you playing with?
He sings through a microphone.
I think through a microphone. just a wireless Shure. What is it, Artie? A Beta 58?
A Beta 58.
Yeah. That my second one. Artie just bought this one for me, and I'm making payments on it.
So Jim, when you write a song, though, what do you come with the words? You come with the melody, or do you play it on guitar a little bit?
Well, I come up with the words with the melody. I play guitar, but I'm not good at it. I play piano, but I'm not real good at it. But I know how I want the song, and I know I definitely can sing the melody to them, and I can fake to it, but not very good, But they obviously work. The songs are the songs are pretty strong. I think everybody likes them. They're simple. I'm a real simple musician. It's usually 3 chords.
It's pretty cold for late September. The autumn wind is creeping in. Summer sun's packed up, it's long gone. And there's a whole lot of leaving going on.
My strong point is my lyrics. I'm pretty good at lyrics, I think. For You has a really, really cool, lyrical content. Because it started out, I don't want to bring any names into it. It started out where it was going to be an angry song. And then my wife told me that I don't write angry songs, that I should write something positive.
Aw, 143.
There you go. There you go.
What's 143?
It's I love you in text code.
Oh, I see.
Where does that come from?
I don't have any idea.
Oh, come on now.
Comes from a telephone.
Robert, where did 143 come from?
Well, I'm not going to name any names, but it was someone in Artie's life at one point.
And that's our ongoing joke on stage, 143.
Yeah, it's old at this point.
We love you, Artie.
It's been more like, no, never mind.
We love you. All good.
The Offspring are here, so I'm going to just say never mind.
And what do you call your offspring?
Thing 1 and thing 2?
There you go.
What about you, Art? Well, I know David used a plays through a Telecaster. Plays a Telecaster, right?
Yes.
What about you, Artie?
I play that Schecter bass with the inlays of the girls.
Yeah, the naked girls, right there.
That's the only reason I play that bass.
Just like the ones on the mud flaps of the trucks, right?
Exactly. I got 4 P bass specials over here and a jazz bass, but I just play that one because it's light and it doesn't bother my shoulder.
Yeah, very good.
I mean, you do it like enough, it gets like, ugh. And then my amp's like a trainer amp that I bought at Modern Music. It's like a 300 watt amp, but you don't need much more than that.
Right.
I used to have like a 410 or a 412. And carrying that around, no, I don't need to do that anymore. This ain't 1978.
Right.
The smaller, the better.
Right.
Just put it in your ears. You're fine.
Right. Leave it up to the sound man to take care of it.
Yeah. Trust the sound guy.
We know a really good sound guy.
Do you?
Yeah, we miss him though. We ain't got to play with him in years. So
yeah, I miss you guys too. I've seen. I think you guys were the last band that I mixed at Blue Chip.
Did we end up getting wasted that night?
I think so. Because
we did, didn't we?
Because I stayed overnight and I left the next morning, and on my way home is when I got fired. So
that's sincere, boy. We miss you a lot there. I mean, they have a good sound man now with Brian. Yeah, but definitely miss you.
But there's nobody to drink with till 3 a.m, so I don't even stay there anymore.
You don't get a room or anything anymore? No?
No, well, not since the divorce, because I got the kids and Megan's got to go to school. So if I don't come home and make sure she gets on the bus, she ain't getting on the bus. She ain't sound asleep till 2 p.m. Daddy, I missed the bus. It's 1 o'clock. Well, you're not home yet from Blue Chip. I'm at the crabs table. Don't call again.
Yeah. I can't answer the phone while I'm at the crabs table.
It's frowned upon.
Yes.
That's funny.
So socially, where can people find you guys?
SmokinGunz.net. Also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Smokin without a G and with a G in guns, right?
Yeah, SMOKINGUNZ.net.
And Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all the others.
Yeah, all the social media.
All that stuff.
iTunes, Spotify for music.
Artie's the maestro at that, right?
What?
Yeah.
You're the master of social media.
I am. I'll be on Facebook Live tonight. If anybody wants to drink with me, you can join the Zoom meeting on the computer. Show starts at 11, so I know some of y'all go to bed by then.
It's a late one, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows on tonight.
Well, that's why you wait till late. Because all these people that do their acoustic shows at 6 and 7 o'clock, when we get back to work, are you even going to be able to stay up after 10? I mean, well, come join my acoustic show at 6 o'clock. It's like, dude, I'm delivering pizzas working at 6 o'clock. I marked myself.
We could all get together today on my back deck and do a show.
We should.
Come on over.
Not today. I mean, maybe next Saturday when it's 70 outside.
Let's do it.
I mean, and then run the camera.
Do it.
There are some bands doing that.
So are we going to do a jam in your backyard next Saturday or what?
Let's do it. We can do it in the garage. I can just turn the heat on.
Well, no, outside is better because then we're not all cooped in the same garage. It's outside.
Let's do it.
Is your neighbor's going to get mad?
Nope. We're all good to go in that regards.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for doing this. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very
Good
much.
seeing you all.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, our pleasure.
Artie
We'll see you at my house next Saturday.
Yeah.
You guys are invited
Drive
out.
up here from Pontiac. Ray, where are you at? Frankfurt? That's not that far.
Mm-hmm.
Come on
Frankfurt.
out.
I'm kind of hungry.
Frankfurters make you hungry.
Yeah, and a hot dog.
There you go.
Hey, I made tips yesterday. This is the first time I've had cash in my pocket in months.
Nice.
No kidding.
Nice. Pay for my microphone, will you?
I did.
Okay.
And I'll pay it again this month, too.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
Son. Tell me, son.
Son.
Thank you guys for having us, man. Very much.
No
All
problem.
right, good
Thank
seeing you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Take care, guys. Thank you.
You know what?
You
He's
guys.
got about 4 minutes of usable material out of this whole hour.
Yeah. Be a lot of editing.
I better send a lot of tracks.
Someone explained to me how to turn the Zoom off.
No, you leave it on all day so we can see how your day goes.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding about how to turn it off.
Paul signs out, everybody goes off.
Yep.
All right, you guys.
I'll see you.
Love y'all.
Thank you. Bye.
Everybody stay safe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was Smokin Gunz. Some fun guys there, aren't they?
You got me kicking up my heels.
You kicking your boots up? You wearing your boots? Your cowboy boots?
I got my boots on. I'm going to get my Stetson out, and I'm going to boot, scoot, and boogie.
How do you like my cowboy hat?
I like that. Where'd you get that? Were you in Texas?
No, because all my exes live in Texas.
That's right. You got to be careful. Actually, my nephew can say that. But yeah, a bunch of good guys, man. Some great stories, really funny guys, and I think we even got a recipe.
Yeah, I think we got something out of it.
Yeah.
So we'll have to try cooking that up today. Artie's bought some steaks or something off the back of a truck or something. I don't know what.
Yeah. Fell off of the back of a truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, it was a good time with them guys. Great show. Hopefully they can get out soon and start playing. I know they're just like everybody else. They're missing it.
Yes, they are. Unfortunately, you can't get out there and play right now. But maybe they'll do that thing on Saturday. Play in Jim's backyard. Yeah?
You never know. But otherwise, just there is something that people can do though during this pandemic and quarantine.
What is that?
They can visit the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum on Route 66 online and sign up to be a charter member.
Yes, they can.
They're still taking charter memberships. Goes to help the museum. Museum's coming along quite nicely, I understand. Hopefully opening this late summer, early fall. So it's a great place to support them. And isn't there something they do for us every Monday?
They do. They play one of our podcasts on the Road to Rock Radio, which you can get at roadtorock.net. Okay. I always get that confused. roadtorock.net. And you can find our podcast. They play one of our podcasts at 6 p.m. every Monday night.
Every single Monday. And if it's not Monday night, you can still listen to it because they feature nothing but Illinois grown music.
That's right. Yes,
Great station.
And you can also listen to any of our podcasts. You can go back and listen to any of our podcasts. Just go to our website at rockandrollchicago.net.
Or rockandrollchicago.com. We got them both.
Either one. And you'll find all our past podcasts there, and you can listen to any number of celebrities that we've spoken with. That's right.
And make sure you check us out every Tuesday for somebody new.
So we'll see you next Tuesday, folks. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Be safe out there.
Chicago.